We know we have discussions about the Chicago Bulls players, but on today's episode, before the mailbag, we talking about Zach Lavine. Is Zach Lavine about to go on his revenge tour? Y'all know what's been said. Y'all know we gonna talk about it and break it down, but you gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, CDubb. What's the word?
What's the word? Feeling good today. What's the business?
What's the business? If y'all tuned in with us today, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. CDubb, we talking about Zach Lavine. Zach Lavine has faced a lot of criticism from the Chicago Bulls and others around the NBA world this offseason. People talking about they don't want to trade for him. Los Angeles Lakers, the Clippers, and recently Golden State. We make sure and we seize it every single week. There is not a week that goes by without Joe Cowley letting us know that don't nobody want Zach Lavine. He talked about the injuries. Me and you even called him out for the start of the last season and how he kind of BS'd us. Well, not kind of, but BS'd us. But if we remember who he is Zach Lavine about to go on a revenge tour?
All of that stuff what you just said is correct, nephew. You got all these naysayers, all these haters, all these doubters going on your name, Zach Lavine. All of them. Now you got the best incentive to go out there and be the best Zach Lavine you've ever been in basketball. Now the question is, do we think that he's going to be able to do that? We know Zach Lavine. Well, like we don't know him personally, but we've been watching Zach Lavine for the last, how long he been here? 6 years, 7 years? I think it's like 6, 7 years.
Something around now.
And we kind of got a grasp of his vibe, of his intensity level, and how good of an offensive player he is. And actually how good of a defensive player he is if he really make up his mind and say he want to be a defensive player. I think that he will, nephew. I think that, one, he don't have a choice. Because if he really want to leave, if you really want to leave, Zach, I think that you got to put your best play on the film and on the court. And two, just for that reason, just separate that from he want to get to a good team and he got to try out. Separate that people, it's a pride thing now. Like, people don't think you can. People saying you can never be a number one. People saying that you don't know, you're not a winner. Don't contribute to winning games. It's time to prove them wrong, Zach. If any time is the time is the present, Zach. You hear all these haters and doubters. I'm never to join the lynch mob per se and say it, even though the evidence is there. I still think you're a terrific player, Zach. But all you got to do is what my nephew said all the time. Time to put it on wax, bro.
You already know. Definitely got to put it on wax. And I think when you talk about Zach Lavine and what he's done for the Chicago Bulls, it's been up and down. Some his fault. He got his hand in this, but not all his fault. Not at all entirely. I understand that last season was a little bit of I feel like it's the perfect word or the perfect expression to explain what was going on for the 25 games that he did play for the Chicago Bulls. But I feel like there's some people that believes, you know what I'm saying, that this guy is not a 20-plus point per game scorer. They act like he ain't one of the best spot-up three-point shooters in the league. He's not one of the most athletic guys in the league. And quite frankly with you, I don't know why people value Bradley Beal over Zach Lavine. Just my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. I believe it. If anything, that the value needs to be viewed as being the same, in my opinion. Not that Bradley Beal is better, but that's beyond the point. So when we talk about Zach Lavine, the healthy season that he had, he played 77 games, gave the Bulls 24.8 per game. The year before that, played 67 games, 24 points per game. The year before that was an all-star year, 27 points per game. I absolutely believe now with the expectations that there's going to be more of a emphasis for him being the offense, at least for the time that he's here, and no DeMar DeRozan to kind of take away from that. 25 points per game, bro.
Yeah, and I ain't mad at that. I think Zach Lavine is just going to overachieve while he with us and he with the Chicago Bears. And of course, of those two previous points I talked about, like they doubting his pride and it's the opposition. I think he can average close to 30 points per game. I just think he can. If you subtract the DeMar DeRozan shots, if you add Lonzo and Josh Giddey playing on his basketball team, which will get him, what do you say, 6-8 points, easy points for Zach Lavine a game. They could, I would say that. I think he's gonna average north of 28 points per game, maybe even 30.
So what chance do you give Zach Lavine, if any, to become an all-star this season? Or will he become an all-star this season? Or is it too much of an uphill climb for him?
Maybe it's too early. I say he could. I ain't gonna say he could not. I say he could. Let's see, what did he add besides the 28 points per game? It's usually 5 and 5, right, nephew? It's like before.
It's absolutely 5 and 5.
5 and 5. So if he can, I don't want to say if he can pump up the assists, we could probably say that he won't get more assists. I might think that might go down to 3 or 4. I think if he can bump up the rebounds, if he can play better defense on the opposite side of the floor, I mean, that's the defensive side of the floor, absolutely he can make the All-Star game. What's his competition? He don't got too much competition at the shooting guard position or the small forward position, what position he plays.
Yeah, I think it'll be a tall task for sure. And I think that one of the biggest things that's going to come out of that is because nobody is going to be watching the Bulls. So I think that one of the things he's going to have to do, or at least just for about anybody on this Bulls team, is they're going to have some moments to where they grab the attention. That's that. And whatever that attention is going to be, it's either going to be positive or negative. It's either y'all stinking, y'all losing games, or y'all winning some games that you shouldn't be winning, or not a lot of people expect y'all to win. So I think that's what it's going to have to come down to for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of opportunities to beat teams that you weren't supposed to win early in this schedule, too. So you can immediately get the recognition that you need, Zach Lavine, if you come out and start off on fire. I think he's highly motivated, bro. I think he's highly motivated. And we're going to see the best out of Zach. We're going to see the best out of Zach.
I agree with you. I think to add on to the highly motivational part is that, like, well, for one, you had a guy that hid behind some words and didn't announce who he was as a team source and came out and pretty much scolded him and didn't hold the front office accountable, but pretty much put all the blame on Zach Lavine. Then we talk about the injuries. Then we talking about people saying that he's not a winner, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So those definitely going to be some things he remains highly motivational. CDubb, last question before we get into the mailbag, though. I posted a video pretty much saying if Zach Lavine is going quicker rather than later, the leading scorer for the Chicago Bulls will be Kobe White. How you feeling about that?
I mean, I can't dispute that, nephew. He's the one with the most scoring talent. If you look at the team without a Zach Lavine, but I wouldn't say I'll put all my chips into Kobe White. Because it's a guy, Patrick Williams, who I think he has the talents, the athletic ability, the strength, the game. He's 3-level scorer. If y'all can believe it, he is. He could be a surprise for this team. He could be a surprise.
So, you saying that the person that can become a leading scorer for the Bulls is Patrick Williams right now?
Yeah,
I'm gonna disagree. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe he. It's just, I'm at the point to where Patrick Williams got to show me, bro.
Yeah, and that's it for me too, nephew. Me too. But I think it's possible.
Why?
I just told you got the talents. Just got your new contract. You're now entering your prime. The pressure's on. He got to get in there. And when he does right, let's think, when Patrick Williams have his best game, he's usually the leading scorer of the team. on the offensive end and the defensive end. That's when he has his best games. Patrick Williams has a great opportunity here. It's a lot of opportunity on this team. When you look at Josh Giddey, he has an opportunity to revitalize his career. Lonzo Ball, he has an opportunity to revitalize his career. Kobe White has an opportunity to take another step in his career. Patrick Matis Buzelis have an opportunity to take a huge leap this year. Patrick Williams has an opportunity to be the best player on this team.
So, in short, you are saying that minus DeMar DeRozan, there's a chance we see a new Patrick Williams.
Yes, we always said it. I'm not going to negate it now that it's happened. I've been saying it for a long time. Lose DeMar DeRozan, slide Pat to the 3. He might not slide to the 3. It's not looking like he slid to the 3. Right now. But the shots are going to be there for Patrick Williams. We don't need you to stand in the corner now. We need you to initiate offense sometimes. We need some ISOs from Patrick Williams, which I could think he can do. He's going to have the advantage in most matchups. He's a very big guy. So he's going to have ample opportunity to be the best player on this team.
All right, before we get into the mailbag, CDubb, I'm going to say this. He better come out.
Yeah.
Clock is ticking, baby.
But ain't this a part of it? Putting expectations on the kid?
Yes, absolutely.
It's a part of it.
He should not escape any expectations.
Absolutely. So that's where it starts. I'm putting expectations. Your talent say that you can be the best player of the team. I know it sounds crazy. I see the look on your face, nephew. But I'm putting that. Is we going to be playing with him or not? Is we going to be babying this kid or not?
Don't baby him.
All right.
I don't think he's going to be the best player on the team.
All right.
That's just me. But nonetheless, we move on. Y'all let us know all your thoughts down below for that conversation. I feel like it was a good one, so chime in. Let us know what you're thinking. Now we're going to move on to the mailbag aspect of this episode. CDubb, this first one is from Shay.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Shay. Look, I believe this. Everybody's talking about, it's gonna be hard to trade Zach Lavine. Maybe so, but I look at it like this. When you look at the teams that are currently in the Western Conference, I believe that the Lakers or one of the Lakers or the Clippers are gonna get desperate. And honestly, they're gonna be looking for a score. Because let's think about it. A lot of teams throughout the Western Conference, they're pretty good scoring throughout the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, but they don't have a lot of teams are looking for that one score, and I think that Zach Lavine is going to help them with what they need. So don't just believe that a team won't get desperate and actually look to trade for Zach Lavine, especially if he has somewhat of a decent season, because I know LeBron will definitely look to get him. That's just my opinion. Anyway, tell me what you think. Peace.
All right, so we heard from Shay. Shay, I agree with you. There could absolutely be a team who came out here and said, we don't want Zach Lavine, who becomes desperate. And I know you mentioned the Clippers or the Lakers, but I say, what about Golden State? Look, I'm not. They went and tried to get Larry Marketing. They didn't get that. They went out and tried to get a couple other players. They didn't get them. You just re-upped on Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? For another few years. And if I'm the Golden State Warriors, we trying to push the chips into the center of the table so we can win one more before Steph Curry get up out of here. I don't necessarily know how that fits with Zach Lavine going to Golden State, but I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. But we'll see. Things always change. Hey, we don't know if Zach Lavine want to stay after 25 games.
Yep. And you are absolutely right, nephew. All those teams might get desperate, and I said that in that way for a particular reason. Once again, I'm gonna say that you are absolutely right what you said. I hope that he don't go nowhere, because y'all really disrespectful, NBA. Why on earth y'all talking about some money counts now? Y'all care about money instead of getting better, putting yourselves over the edge. Zach Lavine could be a great number 2 or could you imagine Zach Lavine your number 3 scorer? Y'all are so disrespectful, NBA teams, listening to narratives and stuff. Y'all know he can play. So if I was him, I would be great and stay. That's what I would do. Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't want me then. Why y'all want me now?
The problem is that it seems like the Bulls don't want him.
It
But
seems that you said the correct word. Seems.
yeah, I mean, because on the flip side, before we move on, there was a report that came out and said that him and Billy Donovan mended a bridge, is what the verbiage was.
That was the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right. I don't know I don't know how big the bridge
It
is.
was a big
I don't know how
bridge.
tall the bridge is. They just mended a bridge, big dog.
That's a big ass bridge. Because we already could tell he can't stand his ass. He can't stand his ass.
Hey. But we move on to the last voicemail of the day. CDubb, this last one is from Stand Up Rivera.
My boy.
What's up, fellas? This Stand Up Rivera. Just calling, giving a shout out to the Shy Bulls podcast. Y'all really be doing it. It's like, chilling with family. Nothing like chilling with y'all watching the game. But yeah, I wanted to ask one question, well, two questions, but you gotta hear the music first.
Look at this guy.
Let's go.
He turned up.
Look at me, I'm trying to be like y'all. But yeah, I should be going off though. But yeah, like I was, I watched a video earlier and saying about, Reggie King, like, and his leading scorer for the Bulls. And like, I would have to say White too. But like Bobby said, like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like there's Zach Lavine. It could be the Zach Lavine tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, Zach Lavine revenge tour time. That's how Bobby said it. Revenge tour time. I mean, can you imagine CDubb saying that? And the Zach Lavine revenge tour continues. Like, like shit. That'd be going on. No, but anyway, my questions is like, do you think that the Bulls overall have a better overall team now from what we know than last season? Like, overall.
That's a great
You know what I'm
question.
saying? And like, you're saying other question, do you think that they can be better than what we thought? Like, surprise us a little bit and be like, okay, these guys are doing, like, I know the Lavine situation has a lot to do with it, but I still think that the pieces that we had for, a few years and the pieces that we're just now getting and stuff like that. And, Bucelis to end the praying mother. Does it again? Like, hey, who's to say he's not top 3 leading scorer if he's played right? Like, on the Bulls. But anyway, I just want to, see that. Like, do you think the Bulls could actually be better than what we all thought? So, like, much thanks to all y'all. Appreciate what y'all do. And we'll be watching you all the time. Until the next one. Peace, guys.
That's my boy right there. Stand up, man.
For sure. Definitely came through with the energy, even played the intro. Shout out my man Drip on the production. Y'all know
bro.
who that is. CDubb, take it away though.
Hey man, I appreciate that question, stand up. You know that I am the Homer of Homers t-shirts coming soon. Yeah. Are they better than last year? That's a great question, nephew. I must say yes. Yes, last year was just a cesspool of mediocrity last year. I don't know if we were any better or any worse last year. I know for a fact that we're going to be a funner team to watch. I think we'll be a better team to watch. Does that make it better? For me, yes. It's going to be a better team. Entertainment is a factor that you always have to add into this thing when you talk about better. Was that team entertaining last year? It's entertaining to me. I love the Bulls. I love basketball. But as far as really entertaining and exciting, no. It was kind of more frustrating than exciting.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? But this team right now, you're going to give them a little leeway. It's young, experienced guys. It's going to be fun. Even in the losses, we're going to be going through some things. It's like your kid. You're going to see your kid growing up right before your eyes. It's a fast grow up, too. Yeah. So it's going to be like 1 year. So I think it's definitely going to be a better team in that aspect when you add in entertainment and when you add the entertainment level in.
For sure. Absolutely. And I agree with you. And I'm going to say, yes, I believe the Chicago Bulls right now is better than the team of last year. And it's not going to not necessarily look like that when it comes to the wins and the losses. The wins might not equate to 39 wins, I believe, 37, however many wins we had last season. It might not come close, or it might be a few games off, or it might still damn near be the same. But what I tell you right now is that this roster offers flexibility that the Chicago Bulls didn't have at first. They have a more younger team, a more athletic team. They got better storylines to follow when it comes to who is going to be the next guy for this team. We're talking about Kobe White, Montes Buzelis, Patrick Williams. We're talking about the young center that we picked up who can be potentially taking a spot from Vooch. I don't know. We don't know. Nothing's in stone yet. But Jalen Smith is on this squad now. We talking about the step forward, hopefully, that we're going to see from Dalen Terry. We Julian Phillips went down last season with an injury as well. This team is going to get Lonzo Ball back, Zach Lavine back. They're going to be better three-point shooting team, in my opinion. I believe they might take a step back defensively. Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
But overall, I think the flexibility says, yes, the Bulls are better this year because of the outlook. Is better than what it looked like last season.
The point of attack on defense is going to be a lot better this year, nephew. Ayo Dosunmu, Lonzo Ball. The point of attack is, the first, starting off the defense, the point guard usually. So when Lonzo's out there being the point of attack, when Ayo's out there being at the point of attack, we're going to be in good hands. Even nah, I ain't finna give him no clout. He can't get no clout today, though. He can't.
Give Vooch some love, man.
Nah, I'm talking about the point of attack. I'm talking about somebody else. You gonna be mad at me if I say his name, Joe.
Say it.
Catfish.
Javon Leroy.
Is he okay on defense, nephew?
Hey, can we be fair? Be good at a point of attack. I ain't gonna lie. Little pit bull, I ain't mad at you at all.
A little bull shark.
You feel me? He gonna be right there ready to go. Hey, but y'all stay in tune. We gonna break that topic down a little further.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to you, Stand Up, for real.
Yeah. That was a great question from Stand Up. That's our guy too, bro. He always come through, show support, bro. I think we kicked it off soon as he jumped in. Like, damn, y'all cool as hell.
What up,
though? I'm a comedian, all type of shit. Y'all make sure y'all get into it with Stand Up, bro. He a comedian, bro.
For sure. But that is it from us today. CDubb, you got anything left?
Coming fast as this the month. This month. Training camp start this month, right?
At the end of the month.
Let's go for Shad Boys Podcast. We back in motion. It's going to be a very entertaining season with a whole bunch of stories and drama mixed in between. But we going to get you through every step on the way. Cognac Boy Bobby and Cognac Boy CDubb. Let's get it.
It's one of those. Before you get up out of there, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to be a part of our mailbag episode that's going to take place next weekend. Call in, state your name, leave your take. 773-242-9219. Shout out to Shay and Stand Up Rivera for calling in. Thank y'all, Bull Nation, for tuning in. Make sure y'all always see red, and you already know we going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Bears week. Let's go.
Cognac. Gang.